So here is the plug. This is a 12 volt DC plug. It will just give me this little bit of shelter from the rain. Likewise here, what I've decided to do, instead of having the control unit on the top where it's open to the elements, I've used the existing cable and I've added the provided additional cable which comes with it. It's like an extension cable. I've made a little tiny notch just there and it sits underneath here. Nice! I can be inside and everything's on the outside, and I've got my hot air here coming in. I'm nice and warm. Let me give you a little update for this amazing little HCALORY diesel heater. I've downloaded the app and I've got that on my mobile phone. And it's really good. You can control the app anywhere where you can pick up the Bluetooth. And for me, I can be in my house and I can turn it on, I can control it ahead of time. So if I look out and it's going to be a bit frosty out there today and I'm thinking, no problem at all, I literally go into my app and I can turn it on. I've got it on the lowest setting right now. The room is lovely and toasty and warm. I've decided to keep the heater outside. That way I don't have to worry about venting it because the exhaust is on the unit and it just vents away to the atmosphere. The heat, importantly, I've plumbed that in. That's coming through this little adjustable vent on the floor. 440. Nice! I didn't realise you can actually turn it as well. Very nice. So here's what I've done for the pipe, and I've made a little bit of a extra space there for the cable, and also brought my Ethernet Cat 7 cable in as well. I can be inside and everything's on the outside, and I've got my hot air here coming in. So here's my little setup. Pipe goes through. I've just sealed it with a bit of sealant, given it a coat of paint. There's my exhaust with its silencer. Cable runs through. A couple of things I'm going to give you feedback on though. There was a bit of heavy rain recently and I noticed that the controller did get a bit of moisture on the buttons, and it does actually say in the instruction manual, try and protect it from the rain, but the unit has been designed to leave it outside. But what I then noticed was the Bluetooth wasn't working very well. However, I've now relocated that and I've weatherproofed certain electrical areas just for my own peace of mind, and it's working an absolute treat now. So this is a little upgrade that I've done for the HCALORY diesel heater. So you can see I've actually put these little plastic covers on. I've had these lying around the garage for ages. And they're great because it will just give me this little bit of shelter from the rain. So here is the plug. This is a 12 volt DC plug because it goes through a transformer on the inside. And it just keeps the weather off it. It's underneath. You can lift it and pull the plug out if needed. Likewise here, what I've decided to do, instead of having the control unit on the top where it's open to the elements, I've used the existing cable and I've added the provided additional cable which comes with it. It's like an extension cable. I've made a little tiny notch just there. So now I've got all this extra cable. That can then sit in the dry. By the way, that's the diesel there coming through. And it sits underneath here. And again, it's out in the weather and it will keep the rain off. And I can leave this outside now with peace of mind, then it's not going to affect the electronics. My garden office is lovely and warm, and I'm going to show you now that when I'm in the house and it's really cold out here, it's about 5 degrees C today, I can control that all from my phone. So you can just about see the diesel heater just underneath that little overhang shelter there. And now I just simply go into my HCALORY app. You can see it says connected. I've got the green lights. If it doesn't connect, then go back out the app and back in again. And now I've got all the settings here where I can control what is going on in the heater directly. And actually it's far easier than using the control panel on the HCALORY unit because it's so much more visual and intuitive on the app. So currently I'm using the gear mode, and I've got the lowest speed at 1. If I press the buttons up, it goes all the way up to 10. And that's going to be blasting out at some speed and temperature now to get that room heated as fast as you can. But honestly, the room, I've insulated it. I don't need a lot of heat, just need to be trickling at the 1. If I put that back down to 1. Likewise, here it says about high plateau. So the high plateau actually will adjust the working of the diesel heater depending on the altitude. I'm actually sitting at 50 meters above sea level, and that's what it says just in the middle there. Now you can change the mode as well, which is good. So if I press mode change, I've got it on gear where it is just providing a low, lovely temperature into the room. But if I press temperature, now it's going to give me 12 degrees. I can increase that obviously and make that up to say 15, 16 degrees C. You've also got an option for auto start and stop. So if I press that, you then set the ambient temperature that you want to maintain, and the HCALORY diesel heater will come on and off to give you that maintained temperature. But the best thing I like about it is I can be here in the warmth in a frosty morning, and I can use my phone to get the heat into my garden office to do my work, and it only takes about 3 or 4 minutes to actually start getting nice and warm. So there you go. Now there's an update for you to show you, now that it's all installed, just how good this HCALORY heater is. I'm really impressed. I love the app and the fact that I can control it and turn on the heater before I come out to the garden office, especially in the winter. These little things are real treats to be able to walk into a warm office. The HCALORY heater uses 0.12 litres every hour on the minimum and up to 3.2 litres on the maximum when you really want to get it hot. But I've got this on the lowest setting and I'm only using, as I said, 0.12 litres of diesel. It took me £7 to fill a 5-litre container, and therefore simple maths is going to tell you that I could leave that diesel heater on and it could be burning for 50 hours straight, keeping me warm. It's going to keep you warm through the night and you're still going to have plenty of fuel the next day. That's got to be worth its weight in gold, literally. And if I was to use one of these things, as I mentioned, these are cheap to buy, but boy are they expensive to use. The £7 that I paid in the diesel, I'll probably use that within an hour, because when I look at the electricity bill for using one of these, the meter is spinning around rapidly because it is, as I said, just one big short circuit. They are very energy deficient, these electric heaters. And just lastly, a couple of points to note. As I mentioned, having the unit outside for me, if you are going to leave it there, it is designed to go outside, but it does say on the instruction manual, try and protect the little control panel from rain. What you can do is actually lift up the lid, unclip the control panel and just pop it inside. Because if you've got your app, you don't really need to see the control panel to know what's going on in terms of the heat, etc. You can see it all on your mobile phone. I've just decided to mount it on the outside so that when I'm sitting here, I can look out and I can see what's going on as well if I want to.